Our tale begins where most do, in the mind of a young lad named
Crack, one of the two owners of Orchidia. I'd always had ideas for starting my own server, but I never committed to doing it. One day, I mentioned my ideas for a server to Card, and he responded with, "So what's stopping you?" So the next day, on the 1st of October in 2020, we started work on the server of our dreams. We've always strived to maintain a safe and friendly environment, and we are a strong supporter of the LGBT+ community and taking a stand against social injustice. So,
Orchidia was born. Crag and Card set off on their journey to create their dream, with help from their friends such as Maddie and Jim. With a joint effort, they managed to set up the server with all the necessary plugins and other server logistics. Then it came time to make Orchidia how we know it today. This began with the heart and centre of Orchidia, where every future member would start their story. Once Spawn was complete, it was time to create some of the warps that would help players get themselves up and running. This included Warp XP and Warp Farm, which has now become iconic and synonymous with Orchidia. Finally, the only thing left to set up was the economy of Orchidia, so players could make their riches and help the player base thrive with a strong economy. Therefore, to sustain this, Crack laid the groundworks for Warp Market. The server began on the 1st of October 2020. Some of the original players comprised of Maddie, Jay, Jim, Pinky, Bliss Attack, Froggy, Ed, Spoon, and Plum. Some of these you may still recognise to this day, due to Orchidia having an incredibly loyal fanbase. However, Orchidia was still fresh, and in beta testing. But Crack and Card felt the time was right, so on the 11th of October 2020, Orchidia went live to the public. During the first month, Orchidia steadily grew to have an average of 5 to 10 people online concurrently. This meant they were ready to hire staff as they could not be constantly vigilant around the clock. So, they began hiring. And the first staff team of Orchidia included Tropical Ducky, Jay, Plum, Grape Granite, Maddie, and Duck McQuacks. Many of the original players wanted to join together, and so created the first town of Orchidia, which was later named Burrito Borough. This was also the beginning of the monthly crate in the month of October. Therefore, it was Halloween themed, and it contained many spooky items such as a pumpkin hat, a bat and zombie horse spawner, and a shulker filled with pumpkins. However, probably one of the most sought after items was the Reaper Scythe, which to this day can sell for millions. This is only chapter 1 of the history to the server that would later become the Orchidia that we all know today.